My name is Candace Stewart, and I am one of the program advisors for University Blaise Pascal's new recording program that is set to open next September 2012. I think that one of the things that maybe sets this program apart from a lot of the other schools that I have known about or been in association with is that the program director is a working engineer. Often the teachers that come into these programs are certainly working professionals, but the people who design the program initially and then hire the teachers are not engineers. I think what's encouraging about this program, it's the first master's program of its kind that I'm aware of, and because it is in conjunction with the physics department of a really well-established university, which is Blaise Pascal, I think that the support and the just the background that the students are going to have in this program is going to be much deeper than something they'd get elsewhere in a trade school. I think that the studio itself is very well designed. A lot of times they'll just relegate an office with a console in it, or they'll take even an existing classroom, which, although good for oration, is not really good for recording. Made for a professor to stand down in the front and talk to the students in a sort of a theater-style environment, and that's really not what you want to give to someone who's going to be recording music or sound. So that's encouraging. I think that because Blaise Pascal is going to be bringing out professionals from all over the world who are working, again, I keep saying working professionals, but these aren't people who retired from recording to go be teachers, there's no slur on that. I don't have anything against people who do and then teach, but these are people who are actively working, who are innovators and who are facing challenges with new technology every day, people who've had to adapt to the changing technology, i.e. no more tape machines or less tape machines, now more Pro Tools. So people that are used to integrating both digital technology and analog technology on a regular basis. So I think that that's something that's going to set it apart. Other schools also do provide this, but I just don't think they're going to have the caliber of teachers that this school is going to have. I think that the goal of the program director is really going to shine through the mission statement, which is make good audio. Utilize technology, don't blame your tools. It's that saying, as a poor carpenter who blames his tools, right? Well, this would be the opposite of that. This would be understand music, understand how important a song is, understand how important song structure is, understand how important a performance is, and then put all the weight on the engineer to capture that. So, yeah, I think that people, I've always been a champion of engineers. I think they're the unsung heroes of pretty much all the music that we've been listening to for the past, 50 years. And I think that this type of program will emphasize all those things. I think it will emphasize the song. I think it will emphasize performance. I think it will take into account the acoustics of this particular studio, Studio 160, that is where the students will be recording. I think that the input that they're going to get, because it's going to be a rotating list of teachers. So I think that this is really a phenomenal opportunity for any student to be exposed to people that they would never have an opportunity to be exposed to, especially in a student situation. I mean, you come out of school, and the reality is you're still in an entry-level position. It's more or less continuing education, which is fine. But the chances of, let's just say, a European student having the opportunity to meet, whether it's John Paterno or Eddie Kramer or Joe Ciccarelli, people that are, and they're not all American, but certainly working engineers who are hit makers, people who have songs that are currently charting, who are having to deal with the ins and outs of the music business, from the A&R to budget constraints to all the many things that come into play into the making of a record. I mean, I think that it's one of the most complicated mixes as a career of a blend of art and science that I've ever seen. I mean, you have to come at it as an artist, but you have to be absolutely technically on your game to be a good engineer. And without that knowledge of electronics, signal flow, all those things that are tedious and mundane to other people, those are the tools of the engineer. And then the ears, I don't know if the ears are the palette, like a painter, but the ears become the real instrument. You know, the engineer's hearing and his ability to craft what's coming through the microphone and coming through the console, and take that and make that and color that accordingly to enhance the music to its best potential, really. I mean, that's what I think they do. And I think that that's an amazing and phenomenal skill, actually.